here. Hi, everybody.
Hi!
How are you, my friend?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm great. Sorry, I'm on lunch, so had some technical problems, but
It's no
I'm
problem. We were
here.
just keeping busy. People were logging in. Everyone, can you hear Allie okay? If anyone wants to comment back and let us know if they can hear her all right. So, Nick says
Hi.
hi, Allie. um,
Hi.
can you guys hear her okay? Perfect. Thank you. So, Allie, I wanted to kind of start off this little update. I want to let everybody know how you've been feeling. When we sat down and did our first interview together last fall, you were about 5 weeks post kidney transplant number 2.
Yes.
So I want to start with that. How is Allie doing? How has the what was it? Kelly the kidney. How is Kelly the
Yes.
kidney doing?
Um, well, first of all, hi. Um, I am doing great. Kelly the kidney is incredible. I am really feeling my best. I'm in a really great place. Just everything is perfect. I had a phone appointment with my nephrologist about 2 weeks ago, my local kidney doctor, and he hasn't seen me since before my transplant. And he said that all my labs are amazing. He's super happy with my progress. I've been seeing him for about 6 years now, so he's seen me through all of it. He's seen me with rejection, waiting for a new transplant, and now. So he is super happy with my progress. Everything is perfect. And I feel great. I'm really happy.
Oh, I'm so glad. I can hear it in your voice and see it in your face. And I know we posted an update that you had shared a couple months ago just about how you were 6 months and doing well. And I love seeing those things, and I'm so grateful. Um, the other part
You're so
of,
sweet.
huh?
You're so sweet.
Oh,
You're the best.
I really just, everyone asks, like, oh, which is your favorite story? Who's your favorite this? I can't have a favorite because everybody touches my life in a different way. And your energy and spirit, even if I'm having a bad day, I reflect on our conversation sometimes and say, I gotta have Allie's energy because nothing gets to her. I mean, obviously we know
Oh,
things do,
please.
but you know what I
Please.
mean. Is you've been through so many things and you always have a
Thanks, Dad.
smile. So sweet, right?
Yeah, my dad's the
Your
best.
dad's
He
the best.
comments
He
it.
really is.
He is. He's the best.
He's super sweet. But no, I try to channel your energy as well. So
Thank you. And just so you guys know, I'm not perfect. I don't always have the best days, right now, especially. It's really scary. There's a lot going on. And I've been really worried about my health. So some days I'm more stressed or nervous, but, generally, I am a really happy person and I try to make the most of my situation. Like, that's what life's all about. I'm very lucky for what I have. I'm really lucky to be in the place that I am now. So I try to remember that.
no,
And I
and it's
do take
amazing.
special
And I just want to say
precautions, by
hello
the
to the
way.
couple people that joined us. Hi, Betsy,
Hi, Betsy,
and,
Dr.
and hi,
Betsy.
Nick. So you mentioned something there about how with everything going on, that was another reason I wanted to get together today. I think that it's really important for people to hear um, why it's important to stay at home and why social distancing is important, especially for people in your situation. And has coronavirus and COVID-19, has that changed your routine in any way, or made, like you said, made things maybe a little bit more stressful?
Totally. It's totally changed. So I know that Nick commented earlier about precautions. So I take a ton of precautions. I now wear a mask anytime I go outside. So even if I'm going to go for a walk, I now wear a mask. I have a bunch of these. I have the N95 masks. I have like the regular surgical masks. We also have reusable masks. So before I could go outside for a walk and just be far from people and not wear a mask. And I was running every day for the past couple weeks. I was running after work and going for long walks, like on the weekends, because I can't go anywhere. So that was kind of my weekend. But now I have to wear my mask all the time. So that's fine. Whatever it is, it is. Um, but I have my Clorox wipes.
Lucky you.
I have my Purell. I also have gloves that I wear if I'm going to the doctor. So I'm really only leaving the house to go to important doctor's appointments or getting my blood drawn. And when I do, I wear a hoodie, and I wear a beanie or a baseball cap. And I'll wear like a jacket and long pants and try to minimize any um, any contact, like any way of getting your germs. I'm trying to cover up completely. Um, and I also I don't touch anything. I use my elbow to open up doors. I use my foot to close doors, or prop them open if I need to. I stay about like 6 to 10 feet from people. I really try to avoid anybody. And when I do have to go to the doctor, I'll call ahead and say, hey, can I just sit in my car so I can avoid being in the waiting room? I need to not be around people. So I've done that before. And then if I have to sign anything, I will wash my hands for the 20th time that day. And then I'll take like a Clorox wipe or a wet wipe, and I'll wet wipe down the clipboard. Then I will wet wipe the pen, wash my hands again, sign everything, give it back to the receptionist, wash my hands again. And then when I come home, I normally am working that day because I'm still working full time from home. So I will take everything off, get inside, clock in, and then shower immediately. I don't sit down at anything. I just go right there and shower. And if I have to go to the doctor, I don't sit anywhere unless I have to sit in the consultation room or whatever with the doctor. But in the waiting room, I don't sit down at all.
Are they
I
still
just stand
having
up in the
you
corner.
wait in the waiting room with other patients?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
Oh, I said, are they still having you wait in the waiting room with other patients? I know some doctors' offices are having patients call when they're in the car and then bring them in.
Yeah, so I actually have requested that. I just said, can you just call me when you're ready to see me? But there are a couple times where I've had to kind of be on standby and wait in the waiting room. And none of the doctors have been able to give me masks or anything. I've called ahead and asked. So one of my doctors did have Purell in the waiting room, but otherwise I bring my own masks, my own gloves, my own Clorox wipes, my own Purell, my own water, everything I have myself. So I try to avoid as much as I can, but obviously sometimes I have to wait. And when I do, I stay in the corner. I zigzag around if people get near me, because I'm hyper aware, and some people don't think about it, but I'm way in the corner.
It's the Alli Survival Travel Pack, it sounds
Yes.
like. So tell me,
Yes.
because I
My
know.
Disney beanie. Of
Well, yes, because
course.
you're a huge Disney fan. I know that too.
Yes.
So tell me, I know you live with your boyfriend, because I think we talked
Yes,
about
I
that
do.
before.
He's watching. Hi.
Awesome. Question about that. Does he go out and do shopping? What does that change for him and his interactions with you?
So he really does not go shopping very much. Like every week and a half to 2 weeks, he'll go to the market. His parents are also older, so we're all just being really careful. But he'll usually go to the market every week and a half or so. And then what he does is he wears like a hoodie and a mask and sunglasses and gloves. And we already talk on the phone, so he knows exactly what to get. We have a list. And then what he does when he gets home, he keeps everything in the garage. He makes sure he avoids me. He stays kind of far, or I go in the other room. And then before he puts anything down, he Clorox wipes it, and he Clorox.
Oh, we lost you for a minute.
Oh, sorry about that.
There we go.
And then he Clorox wipes everything, all the groceries before he puts it back. So he's super careful, super careful.
Oh, that's good. That's really good.
Yeah,
And it's got to be really hard not seeing your family.
it is. I miss everybody. I miss you, Dad. I miss you, Karen. It's hard, but I'm really focusing on connecting through Skype and Messenger, Zoom, FaceTime, just texting and calling everybody. So for me, I actually kind of like this time. I'm used to it. After both of my transplants, I had to stay home for about 6 weeks. So I'm a professional quarantiner. That's the way I see it. So I don't mind it. It's cozy. It's nice to stay home and be creative and focus on ways to be positive and connect with my family and my friends.
I love it.
So
So
it's all good.
if you had like two or three must do's, because again, like you said, this has been your quote unquote normal a couple of different times when you had your transplants. You basically were in this almost exact same situation by yourself,
Yeah.
not with the rest of the world, right?
Yep, just
Um,
me.
and so, what would be like two or three must dos if you are telling people who have to go out of their house to get something, but need to be cautious of people in your situation? What?
I would say minimize going out as much as you possibly can. Um, because in a way, like I'm kind of the face of this. I know it sounds kind of weird, but I'm the face of this quarantine, the safer at home. If you think about it, if you minimize going out, you're saving the lives of people like me who are immunosuppressed. So I would say minimize going out as much as you can. Wear gloves, use Purell, stay far from people as much as you possibly can. Wear a mask, absolutely wear a mask, and just be careful, just be cautious. And you kind of have to think about everything you're doing. Obviously, you don't want to overthink, but you need to be more aware of where you are, what you're touching, who you're with, how many people are around you, if anybody's coughing, everything like that. So it's a big thought process.
Yeah,
So
and then of
definitely
course
think when you're out.
have the people that you're around been mindful enough to take precautions if they're going around, because like they say everything you touch, you're touching like 1,000 people. You mentioned the gloves. Tell me how you utilize your gloves, because I know that's been a big hot topic around the community and the world right now. And being that my fiance is a doctor, we talk about this a little bit too. And you want to make sure, right, that you're removing your gloves after each interaction, not like for the whole day of wearing the same, right?
No, you don't want to do that. Bad.
So tell me how you do it. Like you mentioned going into the office and using your gloves and touching things. When do you end up saying enough is enough with this set of gloves?
So I try to use one pair if I'm touching like paperwork or something, and I'm getting better at taking them off. But they're hard because you're not thinking about it normally. It's a new normal. So I try to like take them off with less exposure and like just throw them right away, wash my hands right away. But normally I will wear them to sign like paperwork, and then I'll just open a door like with my elbow, and then I try to only wear them once or twice that whole day. But I mean, and one is enough, and
Oh, we froze you again.
I would
There you
say,
go. Oh, hopefully she'll come back. There we go. Unfrozen.
yeah, I found you.
Well, that's awesome. And so back to you. Um,
I love you, Grandma and Grandpa. My grandma just
I know, aren't
commented.
they so cute? They're so cute. They can
The
use
cutest
Instagram.
grandma
I can't
ever.
even get my
She's
mom
been.
to use Instagram.
My
I
grandma
can
is
barely
very
get her to
tech
use
savvy.
Facebook right. It's actually adorable. You should see her posts. It's almost like everyone in our family that posts has to have like something corrected. So you mentioned in the beginning that you were doing really well. So for those who maybe haven't seen episode 2, where you tell your kind of whole kidney story, um, tell us. So are you having to make more frequent doctor visits now? I mean, I know that's a scary thing to even be doing, but are you having to see them more frequently because of things that are going on?
Well, I would say it's about normal. I normally go to clinic at Cedar Sinai. That's my main hospital. I now am going every 6 weeks, which is a big step for me because before I was going once a month, and now over time they kind of prolong the appointments. So they actually postponed my last clinic visit. So now I'm doing phone appointments and then getting labs done as needed. So every few weeks, just to make sure that I'm doing okay still, that all my medication levels are normal. But it's about the same, just more frequent labs, I would say,
And that's what
because
I was
I'm not
wondering.
supposed
That's
to
my
go to doctor's appointments as much. But labs they do want, just to make sure everything's consistent.
That's good. That's good. Well, I am so glad you're doing so well. And I
Thank
love
you.
that we keep in touch and that I always get to get updates not only from you, but even from your dad and stuff too. So,
Of course.
is
You
there
are the
anything else you want
sweetest.
to share with us or that you would want people to know about you or what's going on?
Um, so I'm sure most of you know, but I've had two kidney transplants now. I call myself the kidney kid. Um, Life has not always been the easiest for me because I've had a rejection episode after my first transplant. That was the kidney that my dad gave me. And I still love Mr. Steve Kidney. He's still here. Um, and I now have Kelly the Kidney. My donor is my cousin Kelly, and she is incredible. I love her for all that she's done for me. And we're actually going to FaceTime tomorrow. So I'm excited.
That's
That's my
awesome.
weekend plan. Um, but I would say that even though this quarantine, this COVID-19 crisis, um, even though it's really scary, there's something good about it, I guess. I know it sounds bad to say, but it's good to learn how to be creative and kind of dig deeper. I like staying at home, and this has taught me a lot about rediscovering what makes me happy. So, obviously, I'm still working from home. To answer our next question, I'm working from home 9 to 6 every day. Um, I go for walks pretty much every day, unless it's not super rainy. I watch TV. I have a whole watch list on my phone, and I'm trying to like catch up with movies and TV shows. And I binge watched Love Is Blind, of course. It was amazing.
We
Love
just
it.
burned
And
through
my
the
dad
last
and
season
Gary
of
too.
Ozarks in 3 days, and now I don't know what we're gonna do.
I'm not gonna watch Ozark. I don't know. I don't think I will. Um, Maybe. I've also been like looking at pictures from Disneyland and following them on Instagram because I miss Disneyland. But I definitely am gonna wait a long time to go back just because it's scary, and I
Yeah.
want to make sure I'm doing everything by the book and I'm not potentially exposing myself to any germs. So I miss Disney, but I'll wait to go. I've been cooking a lot, and I've been doing like some crossword puzzles, and of course connecting with friends, FaceTiming, texting, doing some online shopping. Always fun.
Nice.
I actually have a couple orders that came in, so I'm not touching anything for a couple of days. If I get any packages, I wait a few days, and then I use like Clorox wipes, of course, and gloves, and I'm being super careful when I touch anything. I also need to work on my taxes, but
You mentioned
I will soon.
that this is a terrible time for humanity and the people of the world right now, but something good could come out of it, and I kind of agree with that in the terms of the awareness of how easy it is to transfer germs to other people, and the awareness of spreading illness, regardless if it's COVID-19, the flu, a cold. I think it hopefully will make people more mindful. I'm curious to see if we end up being the society in masks permanently, at least for some time.
I kind of hope so.
I know. It'll be interesting. But
Definitely.
well, I can't say thank you enough for jumping on alive with us. I know you have a busy day and it's your lunch, so we should get you something to eat so you can stay healthy.
Yes, need
Um,
to eat. I'm being very creative with my meals.
that's
So
awesome.
that's kind of fun, actually.
I know
I'm
I love
finding
cooking. I think
things.
Nick is sick of my food, however. He's just like, can we eat out now?
No,
um, but
but
yeah.
I always find recipes, and I make like a whole little like an album on my camera of recipes I want to make, and I've been trying to use things I already have in the pantry and just use them all up. So I've made like a coffee cake. It was Passover, and I didn't have like all of the food for Passover, and I didn't have like an actual Seder. I did a Zoom Seder with my family last night. That
Oh,
was really fun.
nice.
But I made matzo bark with like dark chocolate and white chocolate and matzah. It was good.
That sounds
It was really
delicious.
good.
That sounds very
It's
delicious.
easy, so I made that. I've been just kind of using what we have at home and making like little bowls with rice and chicken and edamame. Um, we made lots of sandwiches, lots of eggs. Lots of breakfast burritos,
Yes.
breakfast tacos. I'm proud of myself for that. um, everything's good. Drinking lots of water. Lots
Ah,
of water.
nice. Yes, me too. Lots and lots of water. Well,
Lots of water.
thank you again. Oh, that's so sweet. Allie is my hero, such an
Oh,
inspiration.
thank
Oh,
you so much. Oh, it's Mandy. Thank you so much, Mandy. I
I
love
I
you.
um I really appreciate you taking time out of your day. Like I said, I know you only get a little bit of a break, and thank you to everyone who has tuned in today for this update. We'll definitely be
Thank
doing
you.
more updates with those who have shared their stories. We're also going to start doing live interviews that we'll be posting, and we'll keep everyone updated. But if you haven't seen um, Allie's story, her interview on our YouTube channel, it's I Want to Know Your Story. It's episode number 2. So give her a shout, leave a comment on the episode, tell her how much we love her, and we'll talk to you
Oh,
all soon. Thanks so
you're gonna
much.
make me cry.
Don't cry.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Leslie.
Allie. We love
No,
you.
but when do I not cry?
No, that's just what happens when we get emotional,
Yes.
especially now. But no, definitely, like I said, check out Allie's episode number 2. Like I said, leave a comment on the episode. Oh, thanks, you guys. I appreciate that, Karen.
Thank
um,
you, Leslie.
oh
You were the best.
no. It's honestly this. I think someone mentioned it in the comments that the show helps them keep connected when they're not having to work, and everybody just keeps me humbled and reminds me that everyone has a story and everyone's story is important. And I can't say enough that I hope that people, when they watch the stories, find a little bit of a connection between them and who they're watching. And I hope these updates provide that little extra personal connection, because people are able to chime in and ask questions and
It's
and
me.
do, yeah. Well, thanks again, and enjoy your Friday and enjoy your Passover and
Thank
Easter weekend.
you.
Much love.
Happy Friday.
Yes.
Friday. Enjoy
Yes.
your weekend. And thank you, Leslie, again. It was so good catching up with you.
Absolutely.
And I love that we have our friendship. I
Me
love
too.
that this has made us friends.
Me too. Me too. Thank you so
Oh, my
much.
boyfriend commented.
I know.
He's
So
connected
sweet.
with me.
So sweet. Well, stay safe, and I love you.
Love you.
I'll talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon.